Ecomaine is a nonprofit organization owned and operated by 21 municipalities, which provides environmentally sound disposal services to a total of more than 40 communities. We advocate the state of Maine's waste disposal hierarchy, which, in order of preference, is to reduce, reuse, recycle, compost, waste to energy, and lastly, landfill. Ecomaine is one organization with 3 disposal facilities: our single-sort recycling system, our waste-to-energy plant, and our state-of-the-art landfill. Single-sort recycling means that you only need to separate recyclables from trash. All recyclable paper, glass, cardboard, metal, and plastic are thrown together in just one container, where it is picked up by your contracted hauler or municipality and brought to our facility. There it is weighed at our scale house and delivered to our tipping floor. There, a front-end loader puts the material onto a conveyor to begin the process of separating the mixed material into 10 separate types. There are many steps in this process which must be done before materials can be sold for reuse in manufacturing. One of the first steps separates newspaper. All material on the conveyor is dropped onto spinning star-shaped cogs. These cogs are placed in a specific configuration that causes the large pieces of newspaper to ride over the top while smaller materials fall between them. The newspaper travels onto a storage bin while all the remaining materials continue on to the next step. The process continues with various other methods of separating out materials. For example, magnets pick out the ferrous metals. Aluminum is caught using a reverse eddy current. Number 1 plastics are separated using an optical scanner. Glass is ground into very small pieces and stored in piles. At 3 different points in the process, manual sorting helps to catch materials that the automated equipment misses. The process cycle, which separates mixed recyclables into 10 separate categories, takes just 3 minutes to complete. Each type of material is then baled and sold for reuse in manufacturing of new products. The revenue from these sales helps to cover the costs of Ecomaine's 3 operations. So the value of these materials stays high and keeps your cost for waste disposal low. It's important to buy products made from recycled materials. As you can see, recycling greatly reduces waste, but Ecomaine even has a purpose for waste that arrives as trash. Ecomaine uses trash as fuel in its waste-to-energy plant to make electricity. This plant is next door to the recycling facility, where it too has a tipping hall. It receives 160,000 to 170,000 tons of waste each year. The waste goes into a 7-story storage bunker where a large mechanical claw mixes the waste for a better burn, then picks up as much as 2 tons of waste at a time to feed twin boilers. The boilers burn trash at about 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit 24 hours a day. Gas emissions from the boiler go through several pollution control systems, first to remove nitrogen oxide, then mercury and dioxin, next acid gas, and finally particulate removal. The remaining gas goes through pollution control tests and leaves the stack as water vapor. The walls inside each boiler are lined with 12 miles of water-filled tubes holding 15,000 gallons of water. The intense heat from burning trash turns the water to steam, which is directed to turbine generators to create electricity. Ecomaine produces on average 99,000 megawatt-hours of electricity every year, enough to power more than 10,000 homes. About 15% of that power is used to operate the recycling and waste-to-energy facilities, and the remaining 85% is sold. Revenue from the sale of electricity helps to cover part of Ecomaine's costs. In addition to creating electricity, burning reduces waste to just 1/10 its original size. The resulting ash is carried by conveyor belt, and any remaining metal, which is removed by a magnet, is set aside for recycling. The ash continues on into a waiting truck that then delivers it to Ecomaine's landfill just 3 miles away. If instead of trash, unburned trash was taken to the landfill space would need to be 10 times as large. Many environmental safeguards exist for the old landfill section that is now closed. For example, Ecomaine has 2 extensive underground piping systems, one to collect gas created by old decomposing organic material, and another to collect contaminated water. The water, leachate, is pumped to a containment pond, where it then goes to the Portland Waste Treatment System. The water pumping station moves on average 1,600 gallons a day from the 44 acres of closed landfill. Aside from water collected by pipes, cleaner subsurface water is diverted to Ecomaine's Wetlands Treatment System, a marsh area that cleans the water by natural means. The cattails and reeds extract heavy metals such as arsenic and lead. Blue-green algae on the surface feeds on phosphorus. the red scum layer is created by a bacteria that feeds on iron. Methane gas created by the unburned decomposing organic waste in the closed portion of the landfill is carried by underground pipes to be flared off or used as clean energy. Ecomaine's active ash fill area was constructed in 2006 with $6.8 million in environmental protection technology. Because the landfill ash fill sits atop wet marine clay, Ecomaine has installed geological monitoring equipment to measure any ground movement caused by the weight of its disposed material. At times, Ecomaine temporarily stores unburned trash at the landfill as backup fuel supply for the waste-to-energy plant to ensure the continuous production of electricity. Metal that is extracted from ash at the waste-to-energy plant is also stored at the landfill until it is sold to recyclers. Because of its extensive environmentally sensitive processes, Ecomaine is proud to have earned the International Standards Organization 14001 Certificate for Excellence in Environmental Management. These rigorous standards have been met by the Recycling Center, Waste-to-Energy Plant, and Landfill Ashfill Facility, a rare accomplishment. As you can see, Ecomaine's owner municipalities are dedicated to recycling, to environmental protection, to efficient management of waste disposal costs, and to helping our world stay green.